So today we're making a vegetable and chicken rice dish. It's like a biryani dish. So here's the ingredients. Obviously you're going to start any rice dish with some rice. So you've got 2 large mugs of basmati rice there. Just to flavour it, we've got salt and vinegar. Vegetable base, we've got mixed veg. These happen to be frozen, fresh if you want. Aubergine. We've got there some dhania, coriander, potatoes, chilies, onions. We've got garlic and ginger paste. In terms of the spices, we've got salt, chili powder, coriander powder, cumin seeds, and turmeric or haldi. Now, if you want it to be totally vegetarian, then that's probably where your ingredients stop. But we're going to be adding some chicken, some cubed chicken, probably about an inch square chicken. Again, if you're vegan, you probably want to replace the yogurt with an alternative, and we've got some tomato paste as well. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to put the rice on the boil first. So we've got about 2 mugs of rice in there. We had the kettle on the boil. Just cover the rice. And then season with 2 tablespoons of salt. And we've got some vinegar here, again about 2 tablespoons. Okay, now that the rice is on the boil, we'll get on with making the spice base. We're going to start off by browning off some onions. Into the onions, just add some cumin seeds. And brown them off. Onions have had about 5 minutes to brown up. We're going to add the garlic and ginger paste, about 1 tablespoon each. Give that a little stir and add the chicken. Obviously, if you're making the vegetarian version, just omit this part. Stir fry until the chicken is browned up nicely. So while the chicken is being stir frying, we've had the rice on the go here for about 20 minutes. We don't want to completely cook them because they're going to be partially cooked once we add the rice base as well. So about 20 minutes, they're already getting there. We're going to turn off the heat on that one for now. Okay, this chicken's been nicely browned, and the rice has been drained off as well. I'm now going to add the spices and the vegetables. Now we've got a selection of mixed veg, aubergine or eggplant or bengan if you want, potatoes, chili and some coriander. We're going to hold back some of the coriander for garnish. It's really up to you. You can be imaginative with the veg that you want to put in. It's not really hard and fast. So potatoes in, eggplant or aubergine in, mixed veg. Again, this happens to be frozen. It's up to you. You want to go fresh. Chilies in. If you want, take the seeds out, and about half a coriander there. Give that a mix and then just cook through until the veg is nicely done. So just mix the veg in without much of a delay. Just mix the veg in and then straight after just put in the spices. We've got chili powder, coriander powder, haldi or turmeric and salt, and just mix them in. Okay, so the veggies had a bit of a time to get sauteed. We've got 2 more ingredients to put in there. We've got the yogurt and the tomatoes. Really up to you to judge how much you need. I'd say there's probably about, if there's 450 grams in there, we're probably adding about 200 grams. Okay, so the yogurt has had a couple of minutes to get nicely dissolved into the curry. Just add the tomatoes now. Now if you just mix this up and left it at that, that itself is a really nice curry, whether it's chicken or vegetarian one. But this will be added into the rice to form like a layered biryani. Okay, now that the curry base, the biryani base is all getting ready, everything's in there. While that's just getting finished up, we're going to go back to the rice. We've got a pot here with some lining paper. Just line the bottom of it. We're going to use half the rice as your first layer and then spread it out in there. Spread it out, and then we're going to add the base sauce that we made here on top of that, and then we'll add another layer of rice as well. So we've got the first bed of rice and we've got the biryani base, the masala spice base ready. We're just going to put out all the curry base, the spice base on that layer of rice. I'm going to finish this up and then add the second layer of rice on top of that. Okay, so the curry base, the masala base is on the first bed of rice. We're just going to cover it over with the second layer of rice. Once it's covered over, we're going to add on the garnish, which could be butter, margarine, saffron water, or whatever flavourings and accompaniments you want at the top, and then leave on the heat until the rice is totally ready. Just when you're serving, you've got to be careful. It's a layered dish, so you've got to know how to serve it. Make sure you're cutting through all the layers so everybody's getting a nice helping of the spices and the fluffy rice. Okay, so we're nearly done. In the last step, we covered it over with this second layer of rice. On top of that, we've added fried onions, coriander, some food colouring, and here we've got some margarine or butter, and just put it back on the heat for about 30 minutes and the rice is nice and fluffy, and then all of this will just seep through the whole of the different layers and we should be ready to serve.